Hello students, in this video we will discuss about deadlock. So what is a deadlock? Deadlock means it is a condition that occur in database management system when two or more different tasks or different database tasks or different process will hold some resources and wait for each other. Okay, that means suppose in this example, if process P1 holds resource 2 and process P2 holding resource 1, process P2 holds resource 1. Okay, now P1, resource 2 is held by P1, that means using by P1, and resource 1 is using by P2, but P1 want resource 1, that means it has to wait until P2 releases resource 1. P2 wants R2, but it has to wait until P1 releases R2. So then we call it as a deadlock. That means it is a condition that occurs when two or more different process or database tasks waiting for each other. P1 is waiting for P2 to release R1. P2 is waiting for P1 to release R2. Okay, this type of situation is called deadlock. Okay, so we will say it is an unwanted situation that may result when two or more transactions are waiting for each other where those transaction has to release their locks. Okay, in previous video we learned about locks. When one transaction or process is putting a lock on here resource 2, P2 has to wait until P1 releases this resource 2. That is called deadlock. So in deadlock situation, when there is a situation like deadlock, no task will be finished. Why? Because one is waiting for other. P1 is waiting for R2 and R2 is already held by P2. Okay, when P2 will release, when there is no request from P1, that means the situation never finished. That type of situation is called deadlock. Okay, so okay, this is called deadlock. So how to break this deadlock? There should be some solution to break this deadlock. Whether we have to abort here one or more transaction, that means we have to unlock the transactions. Okay, suppose if P1 is suppose you think P1 is one transaction, P2, if we want to cancel, if we cancel P1, then what will happen? R2 is free, then there is no deadlock. Now P2 can hold R2. Okay, that means in the deadlock situation we have to unlock or release one or more transaction. That means we have to cancel or we have to release. Okay, like that. So once a transaction is aborted, the logs held by this transaction will be released and continues the execution. Okay, this is called a deadlock. Okay, so how a deadlock will occur? Okay, the deadlock may occur in some conditions, some situations. Okay, the first situation is mutual exclusion, means at least one resources cannot be used by more than one process at a time. Okay, here we have two resources. Oh, at least one, either R1 or R2 should not be used by more than one process at a time. If P2 is used by R1, this should not be request or used by any other transaction or process. Okay, so here the resources should not be shared, then there will be no deadlock. That is condition called mutual exclusion. Next, hold and wait means a process is holding a resources and requesting for another resources same like this. P1 is holding R2 and requesting R1. Okay, requesting for other resources, then there will be condition called hold and wait. Okay, that means process will be holding when a transaction or a process is holding a resources. It should not make other resource request. Then there may not be deadlock. If it is trying to request other resources which is held by other process, then it will create deadlock, that is hold and wait. Next, no preemption. That means a resource cannot be forcibly taken from a process. Only a process can release a resource by itself, held by itself. Okay. Now P1 is holding a lock R2 on R2. Okay, and P2 is trying to lock R3. So it should not lock like that. It has to wait until P1 unlocks this R2. That is, it should not be like that. We have to do. If it is forcefully trying to lock R2 also, P1, then there may be a deadlock. Okay, that is called no preemption. Okay, that means other process or transaction has to wait until the lock is released by that particular transaction which is locked. Okay, the next problem is circular wait. Circular wait means one process is waiting for a resource which is held by second process. Okay, and third process, second process is waiting for a third process. Okay, that means one process is waiting for a resource which is held by second. Now P2 is waiting for a resource R2 which is held by P1. Okay, now P3 will wait a resource which is held by R1. P4 will wait for a resource which is held by P4, like that. That is called circular wait. It has to wait until the is ready. To avoid this, we have to abort or cancel the situation. These are the four main conditions which may create the deadlock. So while we are executing transaction, we should be careful while we are locking the items or resources. Okay, this is called deadlock.